In this video, we're going to talk about the 5 qualities to look for in a running mate. So my name is Michael Barayev. We built a sales team of over 150 plus sales guy. We have a solar company right now that's growing like crazy, coast to coast, like butter on toast. So what I want to talk about is quickly, how do you find a running mate? I've always thought about what made my business grow? What made my career in sales always kind of, explode, and like what really made a huge difference, right? And I started thinking about it, like one of those things, right? One of those secrets, so to say, is having the right running mate. And if you don't have the right running mate, it's going to be very, 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 very difficult to kind of get that momentum up, because at the end of the day, you can't do anything by yourself. If you try to do anything by yourself, it's just not going to work. Nothing is done by yourself, right? And I just made a video not too long ago about, when it comes to, having that relationship with God, because you need God 100%. And that's who I look like. That's who I look up to as my running mate to kind of help me out. But in the physical realm, right, I need a human being that's going to be right behind me, right beside me, to help me accomplish the dreams and visions I want to accomplish. Like right now, I'm building an online virtual sales team, and we're doing very well with that. And I have 1 or 2 people that are potential running mates, right? Because I need a right-hand partner that's going to help me. And the thing about having a running mate is that you don't have to tell them, hey, can you be my running mate? Like you don't say, hey, can you be my running mate? It doesn't work like that. There's certain characteristics they actually, apply, like they actually apply in their daily life, and they start to actually, add a lot of value with a lot of action that says, hey, I want to be your running mate, right? It's not me choosing the running mate. The running mate chooses me. But you have to be keen to finding out what that personality type is and who that individual is, so that you don't pick the wrong running mate. Because if you pick the wrong running mate, they may not want to run with you as long as you want to go. For example, right? I have one running mate in one of the things that I do right now, and that individual does not want the same objective as, like we have the same goal, but my goal is 10 times bigger. This doesn't mean that he can't be my running mate, but I know that he can be my running mate moving forward if I want to hit that next objective, right? It's very important. So you got to know who is your running mate and how to find them and what you do with that. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so number 1, when you're looking for a running mate, okay, there's 5 characteristics that I personally look for. This is me personally. Number 1, character. Who are they as an individual? Okay, what do they believe in? What are their values? What are their principles? Do they match the same belief system as myself? You hear me talking about this all the freaking time. When it comes to building any sales team, building any company, building anything, relationships, getting married, you always want to figure out what's the character of this individual. How do they think? What is their thought process like? What are they solving for? How do they solve it, right? Like, are they going to utilize integrity as an example, or they're not? So to me, character is important. Because if I want someone to be my running mate, they need to be, if they're going to be in my circle, they have to have great character. I have to be able to look at them and say, wow, this is the type of person that believes in what I believe in. Okay? The second thing they need to have is I need to be able to trust them. If I can't trust you, game over. I'm not wasting my time. And when I say trust, I'm talking about 100% trust. There's been people in my life, and I've always been accurate about this. There's been people in my life that were not 100% trustworthy. And they were like kind of like on the borderline of like trustworthy, but not. And I had a feeling. I was like, no. And they want to be my running mate. They're like, oh, why don't you believe in me? Because they don't have trust with me. I don't trust them. And they give off this energy that says, don't trust me. And you can use the law of intuition to kind of help you out with that by understanding, okay, is this a type of person that is trustworthy? And if your gut tells you, something's not right there, there's a reason for that. They're giving you off signals by saying, don't trust me. Okay? And a lot of times people make this mistake. They start trusting everybody and anyone. No. If you want to be my right-hand man, if you want to be in my inner circle, I need to trust you. And if I don't trust you, I will let you know. And you'll know, because I'm going to listen. I'll keep a distance, right? Because your running mate will know everything about you. Your running mate will know everything about all your secrets. Your running mate will know everything about that's good about you, that's bad about you. They'll know your weaknesses. They know how, your belief system sometimes that you probably don't openly say. Like there's been things that I've said sometimes, like, oh crap, thank God I wasn't on camera. My running mate heard it. He didn't judge me for that, right? My running mate can see me making a mistake, a bad mistake, and still not judge me for that. And that's important when it comes to running. So I got to be able to trust them. You have to be able to trust them and say, wow, no matter what happens, they got my back. Trust. It's the bond. It's the glue to everything, right? Number 3 is humility. I cannot be with a running mate that thinks they're better, they're bigger. Me personally, I always want to improve myself. Me personally. I'm making this video, and I'm humble enough that you are actually listening to this video and learning from me. And I'm humble with that, because I know that my power is not from with me. The power doesn't come from within me. The power comes from my God, my relations, my friends, the things that I've learned, the mentors, the coaches that I've had in my entire life. I know that when I'm a leader of a group, they chose me to be their leader. I didn't choose to be the leader. They chose me, and I'm leading now. And I'm making that decision to lead forward. And it's a big responsibility. So to me, I'm very humble and understand that if I don't stay humble, man, God damn it, I'm not going to have everything. I'm going to lose everything. And there's been times in my life where I wasn't humble and I lost everything I ever had, whether it was a teammate, a relationship, an office, whatever it may have been, right? And you have to have someone, when you're picking a running mate, you have to have someone that has humility. If they don't have humility, it's going to be very challenging. They have to have a healthy ego, in my opinion, right? Humble enough to know that they don't have all the answers, and confident enough, a little bit borderline arrogance, that they're going to actually go ahead and win. But they have to be humble, okay? Which leads me to the next thing, right? Number 4, coachability. Are they coachable, or do they have all the answers? If someone is not coachable, that's not a running mate. A running mate is always open to new ideas. A running mate is always open to changing things. A running mate is always like, you know what? I like your perspective. Let me look into that. A running mate is there to help you with your blind spots as well. Not only are they coachable, but they're always watching your back to make sure that you're coachable. So you're holding each other accountable for that coachability. By the way, I'm not the only one, and the running mate shouldn't be the only one that needs to be coachable. The leader as well, right? I have to be coachable too. If I'm not coachable, why should I demand my running mate to be coachable? Oh, because I'm the end-all guy? No. Every single person in that relation needs to be held accountable, and it has to have that coachability factor. So as a leader, I need to be coachable, right? Which gives the running mate saying, you know what? I want to be coachable as well. But if the person's not coachable, done for me. They have to be open to criticism. They have to be open to listening and learning and changing a few things. If not, they're toast. And that's not a running mate, okay? And the last one is work ethic, okay? I can't say this enough. If they're not willing to grind, if someone's going to be my running mate, believe me, 24/7, Michael Barayev is focused on business. I'm obsessed. That's me. And if they're not ready for that level of commitment, they're not a running mate. That's just how it is. It's because they're not a running mate. They're a friend, they're a partner, they're, associate, they're a sales guy, they're, friend, cousin, uncle, whatever it may be, whatever title you want to give them. But they're not a running mate. A running mate is someone that can run as fast as I want to run, as long as I want to run. They have the endurance to run as far and as much as possible, as much as needed as well. On days when they don't want to. Saturday night, Sunday morning, right? They're always available, right? I have that relationship with them. Because why? I'm trying to accomplish a big vision, and I can't do it in 5 freaking days. I need as much days as possible. Yes, I spend time with family. Yes, I spend time with Guy. Yes, I spend time with all the other necessary things that we need to do. But if an idea pops up at Saturday at 10 o'clock at night, and I call my running mate and they don't answer, it's a problem. Oh, Michael, that's crazy. You expect too much. No. If you want to be my running mate, that's how it is for me. That's how I am. And all my running mates, they pick up the phone, whether it's a Monday. We don't look at it as Monday, Sunday, Tuesday. We're trying to accomplish a massive vision. We're trying to impact millions of people. We're trying to change the world in a positive way with our influence. Who cares if it's Sunday at 2 p.m.? Who cares? Now, if they're busy, yeah, call me back in an hour or two, of course. But what I'm saying is that a running mate is always there. And their work ethic is impeccable. I don't have to guess if my running mate is working today or not. If I have to guess that my running mate is working, that's not a running mate. That's an acquaintance. That's a buddy. Maybe a friend. Right? I have some friends that they're just lazy. They don't want to work. Great. We keep a little distance. We talk here and there. No problem. I whatever they need, stay away. But a running mate is literally behind me all day. A running mate is someone that I can trust with my wife. A running mate is someone that I trust with my family and close in front of my friends. Because I'm afraid if I have the wrong running mate, they'll drive me down. So my question to you is this. What do you look for in a running mate? What are some things you can implement in your life right now that can say, you know what? If I did have a running mate, I would lose this running mate. If I did have a running mate right now, I would probably lose him because if I get that same running mate that Michael Barayev is looking for, that guy will not survive with me because I don't have that work ethic. Or I don't have that trust in me. Or I'm not that person with the right character. Or I'm not even coachable. Think about that. If you're not the right person, you'll never get the running mate. So some of you guys need to start looking into yourself and changing some things about yourself to finally attract the right running mate. So I appreciate you. I love you. If you want to be a running mate, do me a favor. Send me a 60-second video on Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, YouTube, it doesn't matter. Send me a video, okay? 60 seconds why you want to be my running mate, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, do me a favor. Drop a like, drop a comment, show some love. We need to get this channel to 100,000 subscribers, which I know we can do it with your help, but definitely we can do it. Share with a friend so we can get the next person to be impacted just like I impacted you. So I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video.